This is the most sensational and delicious celebration of marriage I've ever seen. Was this a wedding present to you, by any happy chance?
No, it wasn't. It was bought by my father probably 50 or so years ago. I don't know where or how, but it's been in the family for about that time.
Right, because everywhere one looks, this fantastically engraved bone inlay is symbolic of the celebration of love. So you have this wonderful, very chinoiserie peasant with his marvellous hat and his companion. And all the way through all of the marquetry, you have the two of them uniting together and a celebration in the central panel of the wedding.
Yes.
And then, unusually, you also have an inscription all the way along the top in Latin, which I'm afraid my Latin isn't very good, but I believe translates as this is dedicated to the venerable day of this marriage. Can you throw any light on the arms at all?
Well, not very much, I'm afraid. Somebody has told us that the left top quarter is Lichtenberg and the bottom right quarter is Württemberg, and that's about as much as we know about it.
Right, but the other two quarterings remain unidentified.
Totally unknown to us.
Because this is, I mean, as a celebration of marriage, this is exactly what one would expect to see, would be the quarterings of the arms of what were two very grand, well, one an Austrian and one a very grand princely family,
right,
linking and uniting together. And also the stretcher itself has a further armorial device. What's very surprising for me is that all of the treatment of the rocaille and the engraving and the marquetry is typical of the German Rococo, which happened remarkably early in the 18th century.
Yes.
And then it is dated quite distinctly 1730. So,
and you think that that would have been put on at the time?
I'm usually very sceptical about dates, but I think I would. Everything hangs together very, very well on this.
Right.
I don't think you'd ever be able to replace it because I've never seen one of this quality before. I mean, have you an idea in your mind of a sort of level that you feel happily insured with it? Or?
Well, we haven't really had a reliable valuation at all.
Well, I will try and do my best at a reliable valuation.
Yes.
I think this ought to be insured for £30,000.
Really?
It is a really fantastic piece of South German furniture.
I inherited it from my mother, and she had been given it, I think, by an old admirer of hers.
That must have been some admirer.
It probably was some admirer, and I would guess probably in the 1920s.
In here you see a whole bank of little drawers painted with these wonderful Dutch landscapes.
Yes.
They're painted in oil on a small oak panel, and I think this is 17th century, so let us say it will date from about 1630, 1640.
Right.
Made probably in and around the Antwerp area, and the inspiration of the paintings is after somebody called Jan Bruegel. Wonderfully minutely detailed landscapes. This one here with a winter landscape, you've got the real feeling of the cold and the frost and the snow. But my favourite is this.
The centre one.
This wonderful one. It draws your eye into
going right in
across the bridge into this distant landscape, and really tempts you to open the door.
It's rather pertinent being on the door that opens up,
to take you inside into this mirrored interior with this black and white checked floor and the mirrored back, because in there would have been your absolutely prized possession.
The best of all.
And so this would then be closed up, locked away from everybody's eyes, so nobody would know that inside this very restrained piece of furniture is this
goodies.
This paradise, really, isn't it? And have you ever had it looked at before?
I had it looked at, but not by a very expert. Literally about 20 years ago, I think. And they said then that he thought it was probably worth insuring for about £600.
Well, if I said that I think you should insure it for in the region of 15,000, we would be nearer the mark.
Really? My goodness.